Okay, today is Saturday, January 17th, 2026, here in Winter Park, Florida. I'm Jeff, aka Dr. Frankenmonkey. I don't know, that could change. It's still early on. It was only my fourth video. Gonna give an attempt at this vlogging thing. Go for a walk. And, I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I realize my place is a mess. I rarely show that, but who cares? I desperately need to resort and reorganize my place. Also, I am testing out my new camera. I had a clunkier one that kind of held me back from doing this. My first three ones I did on my phone. So hopefully this will get me wanting to get out there and do some more. Wow. A lot of this art by B-Face of the Queers, the Groovy Ghoulies, the Mopes, and Kippy Ghoulie of the Groovy Ghoulies. Not all of it, but most of it is their work. Like, these are not them, or these. These right here. These are my buddies. Ducks have become a big joy in my life. Although, this is nothing compared to all the ducks that used to call this place home. Fortunately, I'm still learning this camera, and I haven't figured out zoom yet. I know there's like a setting you gotta put it to zoom. We'll figure that out. A little more on. I'll talk about the ducks a little later. Okay, I am now on my walk. I'm currently walking through a nearby neighborhood from mine that leads to this walking trail that pretty much goes across all of Orlando. It's a nice place to take walks on. It's under construction right now, unfortunately. I went there for the first time in ages. I'm a bit behind on my daily walks and my cardio in general. And it's kind of disheartening to see it like that, but I guess they're doing it for good. Runoff water and all that to prevent flooding. This kind of looks ugly right now. But I don't know, I thought I'd get into this vlogging thing. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. Been thinking about it a few years back. Before I started my fitness journey, I was out of shape. I was 250. I haven't weighed myself recently, but I was down to 176. I'm probably up a little bit. Been behind on my workouts this past month. Let's see. What was I talking about? So yeah, I started out, I wanted to travel a lot, do travel vlogging. I booked my first trip in ages to New York and bought all this fancy gear that I didn't need, haven't touched, all these different kinds of cameras. And I filmed myself eating my first slice of New York pizza. Filmed a little bit of walking around and talking, but I didn't, other than that, I felt really dumb. felt self-conscious, and especially looking at other people vlogging. Like, there was this one guy, just looked really out of place speaking with the hand gestures like he's doing it for show, and then as soon as he stopped filming, he just has a normal persona, normal mannerisms. Then he starts another take, he's like, yo, 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 talking to the camera, and then I look around, there's the girl over getting the spin with somebody filming from low angle looking up, and there's the tall buildings, and just everywhere you look there's just people with cameras, and I don't know, it just made me feel really stupid. I felt self-conscious, and I wish I would have kept with it. Also, there's the editing. I've still got to learn that. That's been a bit daunting, holding me back. And then after that trip, I took another long trip, spent a month in Scotland and Amsterdam. I booked a tour with a couple YouTube vloggers from the UK, those two Brits, and that was an awesome trip. They were really nice people. Joel and Leah. Yeah, that was a fun trip. I wish I would have vlogged then, and wish I would have vlogged my Amsterdam time. But honestly, that was the start of a downturn. I'd kind of been sober for a while on that trip. I used an excuse to drink again, and I was drinking whiskey that whole trip. So while I'm on their trip, I'm sneaking away half the time, drinking off camera the whole trip. And oh man, don't get me started on Amsterdam. But yeah, good times. But that should have been the start of my vlogging a few years ago. I really wish it was. And then I kind of gave up on that hopes. And my camera gear, I'm still trying to dig it all out. I found the big expensive camera, but a couple of the smaller ones, they're kind of stuffed away in my place as a mess, as you can see. Yeah. Let's continue on our walk. What else can we talk about? So my first few videos they've been food reviews. My first one, I went to a couple different places to try in Orlando. There's a lot of food spots in this town that are blowing my mind that I'm seeing pop up in videos. A lot of them I've heard of. A lot of them I hadn't heard of, so you can look forward to a lot of that if you subscribe to this channel and watch these videos for to come. I'll probably do some exploring of the town. I was gonna start as a reaction channel. For the longest time, I thought there's no way I could do that, because I've been watching a lot of reaction videos, honestly, over movies. Just re-watching the same movies I love and shows, different people reacting to them. But the thing is, I've seen all the classics, so then I thought there were a lot I could react to. Maybe I've been neglecting all the current movies. There's a lot of stuff of recent years that I have not seen. So, and shows. But as I'm thinking lately, that's probably not going to be much of a focus of this channel. Maybe one here or there. Yeah. One I would like to react to, and I do have a funny story for this, is Spinal Tap. Believe it or not, I've never seen This Is Spinal Tap. So, my story for that, I actually spent a good portion of my life, well, I've known for at least a couple decades now, but as a kid and a teenager, I thought there was a metal band called Spinal Tap. Because we'd go to the video store, I'd always see the box for This Is Spinal Tap. But I don't remember the This Is part. I just remember always seeing Spinal Tap and seeing them there. I just thought it was a band's, their concert video. I swear. So, I think I was in film school when I first heard somebody talk about this as Spinal Tap as a comedy. I was like, what? No, I thought Spinal Tap was a band. So, yeah, we've got that one to look forward to. True story. Got other stories for you in the future. Yeah, so, let's see. Whew. This camera's pretty cool. I like it. Osmo Pocket 3. This thing's amazing. Lots of really cool houses out here. Yeah. There we go. I like this thing. I'm definitely going to be using this. That's what held me back before. Didn't have a camera to use it. We are getting near the trail. I love walking through this neighborhood. Always lots of cool plants. Plants are another thing I got into about a year ago. Really into. So I did happen to mention drinking a lot during that trip, and well, just that part of my life, not just that trip, but that trip sparked another big drinking phase since turned my life around, and over 2.5 years sober. Well, California sober. That counts though. But yeah, so then I had been working with 2 different personal trainers for about 2.5 years, and working with a nutritionist who was one of those trainers for over a year. So yeah, really turned my life around. Now I just need to get some responsibility and just buckle down, not waste money, and get my ass back to work. And in the process of that, build this channel up, because I would like to be able to earn a living traveling and show people the world. We are entering the trail, which is less under construction than what it looked like the other day. I was really disappointed walking in and seeing this, but since looks like they've patched up the ground. They had this all blocked off in trucks. It's a great trail though. It's in walking distance. But once it's all cleaned up, it'll be better again. I don't know why I'm mumbling. The Cary Way Trail. This place is pretty nice. Let's walk this way a bit. It gets better than here, but there's a lot along the trail. This camera's awesome. Ooh. Sorry. That man is gone now. The monkey has left the building. Dr. Frankenmonkey. Yeah. Just getting myself used to talking to the camera, honestly. Yeah. I like how here the trail splits. Doesn't like split in directions, but like used to have signs up at least for pedestrians on one side and bikes, scooters, roller skates on the other. There was a couple houses for sale that, man, right on this trail. I would love that. I would be out here walking 3 times a day. If only. That would be my dream. Well, my other dream is ducks. Yeah, that's our next topic. Let's get into ducks. Maybe I'll have to put in a duck video. Unfortunately, my duck happiness is not where it was months ago. In October, it all just started. One night, I noticed there were over 20 ducks in the neighborhood. All Muscovies. Sweet things. But they would sometimes sleep in the street at night, and I've seen years ago in time that some had gotten hit from sleeping in the street, and I didn't want that to happen anymore. So whenever I would see them asleep at night, I would kind of just gently walk up to them and be like, hey guys, come on. And they would get up and they would move into the grass just to get them safe. And then like my 3rd time doing it, this little baby duck just kept following me. And then every time I'd walk through the neighborhood, he would spot me from just far away, and he would excitedly run up to me. I got a lot of videos of that. And he would just come up and nip at my hand. And the other ducks would too. And so I started feeding them. I ordered grubs to feed them and protein pellets with probiotics in them and niacin. And I would feed the ducks, and a lot of them would come up and eat from my hand. And oh man, that was the happiest I've been. Buddy was my little buddy. If I learn how to edit when I'm putting this together, maybe I'll put in a little bit of footage of them. I named a few of them. Daphne, she had, I think it was angel wing, but she had a wing sticking out on both sides, almost symmetrically. I'm pretty sure Daphne was a she. Could have been a he. It was a bigger one. And couldn't fly, but that was also part of angel wing. But there was Gunther. Gunther was one of the bigger males of the drakes. Which at the time I didn't know this term. I've learned a lot about ducks since. I've been studying up on them, so I really want ducks. But then if I get them, I can't really travel. So I gotta kind of think about that. But anyways, oh man, that was the happiest I've been. Some of them would let me pet them. Buddy wouldn't let me pet him. Her. I think Buddy was a her. But seems I've walked a mile now, my Apple Watch is telling me. Anyways. Yeah, Buddy. I kept saying, hey, there's my buddy, so the name stuck. I named him Buddy. And Daphne just kind of looked goofy and silly. And I said, so not Daffy, so I named it Daphne. That was that one, and Yeah, I named a few of them. But the really friendly ones, the ones I miss, the ones that I eat from my hands, sometimes I'd notice the other ducks would nip at them. And I also learned about ducks and their mating habits. And I would witness how they'd be brutal to some of the females, the males would. And I would step in and intervene if I was out feeding them and I saw one being really aggressive towards another. Also, I know that's a part of their mating. But sometimes they pick one and do it out of meanness as well. But anyways, came home one day and two girls in the neighborhood had this injured duck, and I saw that it was Buddy. And she said she saw two other ducks coming at Buddy, like attacking him in the water, and they got him out. And Buddy was flopping about. I actually did get video of it. But I decided I was like, no, that's my duck. I'm taking Buddy in. And then in there, and I tried to nurse Buddy back. I put him in a towel and put him in a box. Actually brought this duck in my house. And a lot of me didn't think he was going to make it through the night. But then throughout the night, he kind of seemed to be calming down. Seemed like he was getting some sleep, but he did pass on during the night. So that was unfortunate. But that was only the start. The next day, then I spotted another duck that was obviously dying on the side of that same lake in my neighborhood, the lake earlier in the video. And I knew it was dying, but I wanted to comfort it, and so I went back to get a towel. I thought it was the same thing, attack or something. And when I got back, two of the ducks were pecking at it. So that led me to believe the attack thing. And it died not long after I had gotten it up. I was going to at least just not lay there with its face in the muck. But, so that was the next day. This is back in December. Early December. Then, a few days went by before the next incident, but like 3 days later, I saw one duck already dead, obviously, its head under the water, almost floating upside down in that same pond. And then just after I noticed that duck, I noticed a second duck. So there were two ducks in the pond dead, floating. This is just 3 days after the second duck had died. So I'm just like, what the hell? It had all gone from like a duck paradise to like a duck horror movie. And even before Buddy, I had noticed Daphne had just disappeared before the whole Buddy incident. The night before there was a storm, and I noticed the next day I didn't see Daphne. And throughout that time, I'd noticed other ducks had disappeared as well. And one of the neighbors had said, that lives on that lake, said his ring footage caught a raccoon eating a duck. So there's that. And it's just like, man. Sorry. I find Buddy. The next day I find another duck. 3 days later I find two dead ducks. And that same day after I find those two dead ducks, there's another duck in the water. It's just moving really weird. You can tell something's wrong. It can't move. Like it couldn't get out of the water, but it wasn't dead. It was very lethargic. I actually got it out of the water, and it stayed there for a bit, got back in the water, and tried to get out, couldn't. I got it out of the water again, and it just, throughout the day, I knew it was dying, and it eventually did. So that's 5 dead ducks in a matter of a few days that I've seen. Other ducks are going missing. And yeah, sorry that I'm a long, drawn-out storyteller. I got on this topic, and that was a big part of my life these past few months. But yeah, it's given me a big love for ducks. But most of the ducks have gone missing in my neighborhood, and slowly over the past few weeks, I've been keeping track of the numbers, and they've gone down one by one, and we're down to 5 ducks right now in the neighborhood. And then there's 2 little ones that are a different kind of duck. What's somebody call them? Hooded, what's the second word? I can't even think of it right now, but they're really weird looking. They're cute little things. They mostly stay in the water. I haven't seen them get out. Well, I've seen them not be there some days, but I've never seen them on land. They're either there or they're not, and if they're there, they're in the water. I'll see them dive under the water. Yeah, I'm really not telling this story good. But yeah, ducks are a big part of my life. I wanna be around ducks. I would love to own ducks, but I know if I do, that'll limit having to travel. But maybe this will become a duck channel. Who knows? Let's start showing this trail. This is where it gets really beautiful. Look out here. Can you imagine just having your backyard gate open onto this? Which some people have that. But if you keep walking further, you get to a downtown little district of shops and bistros called Baldwin Park. You can actually walk there from here. It's a long walk, but it goes there. To lakes, all that. Parts of this trail go downtown by the art museum and have sculptures on it. I've missed my walks. Lots of dogs out here. Oh, try not to. Bus stop in case a bus illegally drives down the trail looking for people. Another neighborhood over there. Back of a school baseball field, it looks like. Yeah. On this trail, I can walk here from my home in about, I think it's 3/4 of a mile it takes me. Can't go that way anymore. There'd be a gate. There'd be a gate. Oncoming traffic. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that'll be cool when I figure out the zoom on here. I can pan it. Zoom's not all that incredible as is anyways. So we're not really missing a whole lot. There I am. Ooh, I am enjoying my walk. I need to start doing this more often again. We got a little squirrel. I can't really zoom in on him, unfortunately. I scared him off. That's too bad. I didn't mean to scare you, buddy. There's another little guy. Happy little squirrel. In a happy little tree. I'm gonna walk to the cherry blossom. And then I'll turn around. That should be good for today. I've got my new computer that I still gotta finish figuring out how to set up. Well, it's set up, but a lot of my old files are hidden, so it's gonna be a pain. I lied, I'm going a little further, because these trees over here are kind of cool looking. There be a gourd. Hollowed out, warty gourd. Look at you. You've been consumed. These trees. I like them. There's a nest up in there. Oh, actually, I do have a component on me that we can try out. Let's see how it looks when I snap the wide angle lens on there. Wide angle. I don't know, did that change much? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Although I'm looking on a small screen. I'm looking on a small screen. Man, I was just not even looking at the camera, digging something out of my pocket, magnetically hooking the wide lens into the little case protector, but you could barely even tell that I was doing anything behind the camera. I think this guy is a winner. The camera, not me. That has yet to be proven on me. There I am again. Ooh. This thing is pretty cool. Yeah, I need to learn the different modes, definitely. I just turned it on and started recording. I did watch a few videos, though. I am loving this already, though. Dr. Frankenmonkey. I don't know. Is that a good name? Should I change it? Who knows? Oh, this way it is. So, although he didn't inspire me to want to originally start vlogging, talking about, of course, Adam the Woo, who passed away in December. He was one of the first vloggers I started watching. I've been watching him about 5 years, 6 years now, I guess. It was more wanting to travel vlog, so I'd say going down the Cary Nate wormhole, that kind of got me wanting to vlog. So originally I wanted to travel vlog, and it was there just seeing all the cool places in the world that they had turned into a career, getting paid to travel. I was like, oh man, that would be amazing. But watching Adam's videos, it always felt like you had a friend you could just pop on the TV. I never met him. He lived in my town, well, a way other side. He's technically St. Cloud, but when I say my town, I'm talking about the greater Orlando area, which these are all part of to me. I mean, technically, some people might consider Kissimmee and St. Cloud. Obviously, they're not Orlando, but you know what I mean. When I say my town, I just mean Central Florida. Yeah, I'd always kind of hoped I'd run into him. I did say all this on my first video, but thing is, I never get out and about, you know. And then there were other friends of his who I'd always see their videos pop up, but I started watching some of their videos more and more lately, just while they're coping with the loss, you know. And it kind of, I've gone through a lot of loss myself. And so I was able to kind of relate to a lot of those feelings. But particularly Jacob the Carpetbagger, watching his videos, he'd said something talking about how with Adam in the beginning, he just said, I'm just going to go out there and do it with my camera or with my phone. That's what got me to finally just do it. I'd been planning on doing this for a while. I was going to start with reaction videos. I didn't even think I was going to vlog. I thought I was just going to do reactions, but I think that's going to be very little, if I do any of it. Very small part of what I do, mostly just vlogging, I think, and going to see what's in the area, and in the future maybe take some trips in time. But yeah, my first 3 videos, because I couldn't find my camera gear yet, which I'm still looking for some of it. Which it's irrelevant now because I got this camera, which is perfect. It's all I'm gonna need. This thing is amazing. I love it, and it suits the purpose so much better than why I never got out and started using the other stuff in the first place, because it was just inconvenient to me, anyways. But yeah, those first 3 ones, I just did it on my phone. and I don't know how to edit, so I downloaded a free version of something. I went with one called Splice, and I had like 7 days on a free trial. I filmed it like I'd press record and talk into it, and then I'd hit stop, and then I'd continue what I was saying, hitting record, aiming at the food, talking. I did it like that, and just uploaded this, uploaded that. So technically I didn't edit. I just put them all up there, spliced them together. That's how I made my first 3 videos. This is my 4th video, so who knows how I'm going to edit this. I have to figure that part out yet, which I'm probably not going to edit. I'm probably just going to upload this, upload that, but I don't have that splice anymore. Maybe there's an editing thing on the DJI app they made me download for this. Who knows? Well, I'm sure people know. I just don't know. Here we go. Approaching an intersection. That car drove through the trail. I definitely have to learn all the functions on this. Oh my God! It's that famous Abbey Road intersection, isn't it? Oh wait, that's in London. I'm gonna let them go. And we're nearing the ugly construction again. Oh. I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not just monkey noises I can make. I can do other animals too. You know, see my iguana? Although we never really heard a pterodactyl, I think I know what sound. I kind of take the iguana and they put a little twist on it, so it's like, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Oh, that man's gone. That man's gone. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hey, I've gone 2 miles. How about that? That's more than I've gone in a while. Not that it's difficult, I just hadn't done it in a while. Gimbal is awesome. Yeah, this neighborhood's nice. A few months ago, there were a lot more really beautiful plants. It's not as blown me away. It's been a few months since I made it back here. We're not allowed to walk faster than 25 miles per hour. I'm assuming that applies to us. Yeah, it's cool yards. Some very nice trees. Yes. I love this yard. So cool. Which brings me back to the ducks. See? They see me. They're coming towards me. Hey guys. These are all that's left, these 5. You guys want some food? Come on. Come on, guys. This way. Come on. Here we go. You coming? Once I start heading this way, they start following again. See, they're coming. I know who takes care of them. Come on. You too. Oh, careful of the car. Come on. Right this way. Come on, guys. Or should I say ladies? These are girl ducks. All hens. All right, hey, here we go. You coming? Here we go. go. Now, it's nothing like before. These ones never have eaten from my hands. They won't eat from me, but most of the ones that are gone are the ones that would eat right from my hands, would let me pet them. I sure do miss my ducks. These ducks will have to do for now. When I say my ducks, I mean the ones that would let me pet them technically. Like, I didn't own them. They were wild neighborhood ducks. But I would like to have some ducks. Yeah, oddly enough, looked into it. There were stories, another park downtown, with lots of different Muscovy ducks dying, mysteriously. And then downtown, there's been reports of swans, avian flu linked, so I don't know what's going on. It's been a really depressing past few months, though. Well, I guess we'll end the vlog here with some ducks. For my walk, I went 3 miles, 3.06 miles, longest I've done in a while. All right. And this vlog is over. Dr. Frankenmonkey out. AKA the Duck Whisperer. Hey, that should be my name. So Dr. Frankenmonkey, the Duck Whisperer. Y'all saw it firsthand if you made it this far. And the duck name I couldn't think of earlier. Then I said 2 of them keep appearing in the neighborhood lately. Just always stay in the water. Hooded mergansers. And that one